Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the vlog. It's actually Monday when this vlog should have been from Sunday the 1st through Saturday the 7th. But it's Monday. I didn't feel like updating the vlog yesterday, so I didn't. But yesterday I spent the morning and early afternoon on sprints. Sam from Yarn Reader invited me to her sprints. Or did I more or less just like show up and was just like, yeah, I'm here? That's kind of more or less how it goes with my friend group. Somebody puts like link sprints and I'm just like, okay, might as well join. That literally happened today as I'm on Katie from Kit Kats Can Read sprint. But yesterday I started the Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, and this essentially follows Catalina, who she needs to find a fake boyfriend to take to her sister's wedding as she promised her family. Like, she told her family that she had a boyfriend when this isn't true, and now she wants to keep up with that claim. So she ends up having to fake date Aaron Blackford, who is one of her coworkers who she doesn't really like, and I'm 11% in, and I am fairly enjoying it. This is the late night bookworming book pick for April, but I didn't get it read in April. And I am enjoying that. And then I also have Where Even Is the Book? And then I also have It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover started. I'm 180 pages into this. And this essentially we follow Lily, who she just kind of wants to work hard. She hasn't really dealt with her relationships, but then Ryle, who is a neurosurgeon, meets her, and that idea changes. And as Lily and Ryle are forming this relationship, somebody from Lily's past named Atlas shows up, and Atlas was Lily's first love, and she hasn't seen him in, I think, almost 9 years. So and this book definitely is really intense. Like, I started this a week ago and I'm only 180 pages into it, as it deals with the topics of, like, one of the heavy topics that is in this is abuse, as Lily's mother was abused by her father. And this is told in kind of like two points in time almost. Is current times when Lily is like meeting Ryle and then starting to date him, and then also Lily goes back and reads her like journal entries, and that's where you learn about Atlas. And most of the, I think all but one journal entry has been read out, or there's only one left that she wrote, and that I'm guessing will be somewhere later in the book. But I will be reading some more of this today and more of the Spanish Love Deception. I also might start another physical book if this one gets too intense, because I feel like it might, but who knows. Yeah, I'm currently just doing schoolwork. I just submitted an assignment, and now I have to start working on an essay. But I might take a pit stop and read a couple pages of this just to not focus on schoolwork for a few minutes, but I'm not sure. So since the last time I updated the vlog, I made it to page 221 of It Ends With Us, and I'm still really, really enjoying it. I literally cried on a live because there was something that happened that I was like, just it got me so emotional, but I am also very curious on how this is going to go, because it seems like there almost might be a time jump, and I'm now on part 2, so yeah, I don't really know what I'm just rambling at this point. And then I also made it to 20% of the Spanish Love Deception, and I am enjoying it. Our main character of Catalina is a little bit annoying, but I feel like I can get past that. The love interest of Aaron is like exactly what I like in a male love interest, so like I'm mainly here for him, in all honesty. So far, based on the first 20%, it's like a 4. Yeah, like a 4, so it could either go uphill or downhill. We will just have to see. I know I have to have that done by Saturday at noon. which I do feel like that will be doable if I did 20% in 2 days, but I also was busy those 2 days. So yeah, I might read something else. I think I am gonna read something else solely because I feel like because the Spanish Love Deception is a like book club book, I feel like I need to be able to focus on it a little bit more, compared to like, not that I don't focus on other books, but I feel like I want like an easy read because of It Ends With Us being pretty hard hitting, and then the Spanish Love Deception being a book club book, and I feel like I need to like constantly be thinking of my thoughts and like how I'm reacting to things and how like I want to discuss things. So it's taking a little bit of brain power. So I might switch to like something on like Kindle Unlimited or something. I also don't really feel like listening, and I'm listening to the Spanish Love Deception while reading ebook, and I don't want to read the ebook without listening, but I also don't feel like listening. Does it make any sense? So I think I will pick something else, but it's like 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna crawl into bed, read, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. Fingers crossed. So it's 6:40 on Tuesday, and I just didn't feel like picking up the camera. The thing is, I always say that I didn't feel like picking up the camera, but then as soon as I pick it up, I'm like, why didn't I pick it up earlier? I'm really gonna try to be better tomorrow and the rest of the week. But last night I did end up starting Air by Katie Robert, which is the second book in the Bloodline vampire series, where essentially in the first book we follow Mina, who is a like half vampire, and she ends up being forced by her father to essentially she's sent to this like house where she will have to I honestly don't know how to describe this, oh my gosh, but essentially she's like forced to go to this place with this other vampire named Malachi, who is a bloodline vampire, which is essentially like term for like very powerful kind of ancient vampire from like a very important bloodline. And the two of them, originally what the father wants is for Mina and Malachi to have a kid, and so that the father can control that kid, because that kid would be a part of a new bloodline. But Mina and Malachi want nothing to do with this. Mina hates her father, and Malachi is literally trapped in this house by magic, by Mina's father. So there's that, and then you're also introduced to two of Malachi's friends, and it is a vampire reverse harem. And in this second book, I made it 78% in. It is like a fairly short book, like 140 pages, but I made it 78%. It's really good, very smutty. I don't really have any thoughts because it's actually like a book where you don't need to think. It's like a 3-star. The first book was really good, and then this, I feel like I'm like, where's the plot? Like it's meant to be like a really, really smutty, like borderline erotic book, and like the smut is really good. The plot, I don't understand the plot. Like there's a plot, but I'm more like, why is there, like, I almost would prefer it if there wasn't a plot. So it's like a 3-star. I think I gave the first one 4, but this one I think is going to be a 3. I'll 100% be finishing it tonight, as I have like 30 pages, and I'll probably even start something else tonight, probably. I also got to 37% of the Spanish Love Deception, and I equally love this book and I equally hate it. Our main like female, Catalina, she is so annoying. I filmed a video today that I'm currently waiting for it to show up on my iCloud so I can download it and edit it. And then I also did a little bit of schoolwork. I basically did like schoolwork today. That's all I did. So yeah, I will update you. I'm going to read a couple chapters of It Ends With Us, but I actually don't know how much I'm going to be reading, so I'll let you know then. And I got to page 245 of It Ends With Us, and stuff is really happening, and this book is one that I feel like I have to read in moderation, as stuff happens so fast and so frequently that it's intense. Like, this does discuss abuse, and this might be mild spoilers, but we do see, I guess, like, history is slightly repeating itself with Lily, and I just feel bad for her of the situation that she is placed in, because I would imagine that some of the choices that she's making are difficult choices that she has to deal with, and difficult circumstances that I don't know what I would do in that circumstances. You love somebody so much, and then they do something and you don't know how to react. Spoilers over, I guess. But I am going to go crawl into bed, but first clean it off because there's stuff on it. And then start reading more, finish Air, and start another book, and just, I don't know, I'm just in like a reading mood, but I don't want to read physically, which sucks because like my TBR this month is full of physical books. So, oops. So it is 5:46 and I'm sorry for not picking up the vlog. I did things earlier today. I went to a book sale and I bought My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell, and okay, a paperback. I've seen 2 of those now, but I wasn't interested in this book for a while, and then I saw it and I was like, okay, but like I remember people saying it's really good, really dark though. So I bought it. It was $1. And then I bought Renegades by Marissa, Meyer. It is an ex-library copy, so it does have the library sticker and like the stamp of the library. I cannot show you the library because it has my city's name in it. This is just the library system, which my city happens to fall upon. I tried to remove things, but it's like weird, and like I tried to remove the wrap on the cover and it's like kind of coming off, but I'm kind of scared of wrecking the cover. Yeah, and this was $2. I don't mind that it's an ex-library copy that much. So yeah. And then I also bought a new bookshelf from a garage sale. I need to like clean it up a bit, but it was $10, so that's not that bad. It's like a skinny 3 shelf. So I think what I'm going to do is put this right over here. You can't see it, but there's my dresser, and then there's like a space where I have a mini bookshelf, like a 2 shelf that I have other things on. I might move that under my desk because it'll fit, put that there, and stick my sci-fi there. So like sci-fi, dystopian on that, have all of that from like, I have a 3 shelf bookshelf on my dresser, which I'm not going to show because it is a disaster. For my contemporaries, and then my 2 or 3 random horrors I have, and then my fantasy shelf will stay the same, which is kind of bad because I own so many fantasies. And then my copy of Queen of Shadows came in the mail, and I don't know where I'm going to put it, so I honestly might be doing all of that tonight. I have no idea. I also read like another like 4% of the Spanish Love Deception, and yeah, that's basically all I did today. Last night, oh my god, last night happened. Last night I finished Air by Katie Robert, and I'm giving it 3 stars. Everything just kind of fell flat. The plot was meh. The ending was honestly like predictable almost. But I am still gonna read the final book at some point. Maybe this month, maybe next month. I'm not sure. And then also, I started The Lion of the Sea by Michelle and Reichman, and this is the sequel to The Maiden Ship, where in The Maiden Ship, we follow Dane Alloway as he is, he's been living on this ship called the Maiden for I don't know how long with his father, who is a sailor, and things happen, and magic is revealed to still be in the world, even though it has disappeared for like 200 years or something, and things just happen. And yeah, I don't really remember that much of The Maiden Ship, but I remember enough to go into The Lion of the Sea, and like I'm confused on like a couple things, but it's more of like, oh, this interaction that you're referring to, I don't remember that fully, but I'll trust you on what happened. And so I am enjoying it, and I'm about 21% into that, so yeah, I'm hoping to read a good chunk of it, because it is only like a 250-page book, so I'm hoping to have that finished by tomorrow night, if possible, but we will have to see. So yeah, I think that is everything. I will update you later. So it is 8:20 right now, and I am now 59% into the Spanish Love Deception, and in that time I have put that bookshelf right there. My plan originally didn't work. While the little bookshelf did fit under the desk, the big bookshelf, because my room is carpet and there's a baseboard, it was like leaning forward, and I didn't trust it. I trust it much more there, where where it has two walls, and then my laundry basket goes next to it, and the only reason the laundry basket isn't there is because I'm currently doing my laundry, but 98% of the time my laundry basket is next to it, so the only way it can fall is forward, which it shouldn't, but I have enough space on that shelf to buy about 4 sci-fi books, and then that shelf is full. On this shelf, I decided to get rid of one book, and there's still a whole trilogy that doesn't have a place to fit, because I don't want my fantasy to leave this shelf. I have room for maybe like 8 or 9 more contemporary books on this shelf here. Actually no, probably closer to like 15, because I also have my library books on that shelf. So like I can fit a whole lot more contemporary, and I am like, would it be worth it to split up my move some of my fantasy over to the contemporary shelf? Like I'm talking like fantasy that has a contemporary setting, so like Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas is more of like a contemporary paranormal. Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas is technically, it's more like magical realism. Also like the Zeros trilogy by Scott Westerfield, Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. Like those kind of books that are like set in a contemporary setting but have fantasy elements in there. Or is it worth it to put it on that shelf? Because I like them, I like my genres together. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I will figure that out at some point. But yeah, I'm going to go crawl into bed and start reading, as I do want to get a good chunk read. So yeah. Okay, so last night I read up to 41% of The Lion of the Sea, and I am still enjoying it. I'm reading it just slower than I originally anticipated, because I'm just wanting to be able to process everything, and I'm having to like relearn a few things. But I am still enjoying it. Like, it's probably like a 3.5 stars at this point, and I am very excited to read more of it tonight. And then I also read more of the Spanish Love Deception, and I made it to 80%, I believe 79-80%, something like that. And literally last night, once I was like, I read more of The Lion of the Sea, and then I was like, I kind of want to listen to more of the Spanish Love Deception. I literally think I laid in bed and listened to like almost like an hour and a half worth of it, because after that 60% mark, it really started to get good. And now I'm like, things are like about to happen where 80% and the characters have just kind of, they just kissed in the last chapter I read, and I'm like, I cannot wait to get to other things. I will be finishing that tonight, I'm fairly certain. So yeah, it is currently 1 o'clock and I am just going to be doing some schoolwork, and that is basically it for today. Okay, so it is 10, I don't even know, let me look. It is 10:45, and since the last clip, I finished one assignment. I did a little bit more of another, but I didn't finish it because I was about 30 seconds away from just saying fuck everything. I also finished It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I have no idea what my rating is. This is a fucking mindfuck. And all my thoughts are spoilers, but I will say this book is a mindfuck that it almost makes you question things that shouldn't be questioned, that should never happen in the first place, because this book does contain, I guess I'll go into minor spoilers, this book contains abuse and an abusive relationship, and it almost asks the question of how much abuse is too much, which you never think about it until a character's put in that perspective, and it hurts me to know that abusive relationships happen, and I fucking wish they wouldn't, because if you love somebody the way that you claim, the idea of hurting them should be the last thing you want to do. But then there's abusers that feel prideful for it, and that isn't the case in this book. Ryle, who is the person that abuses Lily, feels immediately awful, but then it's like, well, you still did it. So yeah, I was messaging with the two people that I'm buddy reading this with. I'm finished. One person is like 1 chapter away, and then I think the other one passed out because it's 2 hours later for them. But yeah, I love this book so much. I will 100% be rereading it sometime in the future. Definitely not anytime soon, as it is a literal mindfuck, and I'm like, I just need something light and fluffy, so I will 100% be reading more of The Spanish Love Deception, as that fits that fluffy criteria. But I'm going to go and read more of The Spanish Love Deception because I'd like to get that finished, and I'm not going to be able to read more of The Spanish Love Deception tomorrow because I'm doing a read-along and a watch-along of Heartstopper with my friend Morgan. That's going to be super fun. That almost sounded like I said it in a sarcastic way. I did not mean it that way. It's literally going to be so much fun. We have been waiting for this all week long. Like, I think every single day this week we have been just messaging, like, I'm so excited for Friday. So yeah, I will update you tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna ignore that I'm wearing the same shirt that I did yesterday. Depression is kicking in. But I decided that I'm going to give this 5 stars because of just the experience of reading it and the emotional damage that this book caused. If a book can give me emotional damage, and then also the experience of reading it with my 2 friends was amazing. So 5 stars. I think I might like Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover a little bit more, and I also gave that 5 stars. Just because, well, that one's emotionally, like, heartbreaking too. This one is just, like, a mindfuck, as I've said before. So yeah. And then I also finished The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, and I'm giving it 4 stars, I think, because I loved everything except how annoying the main character was, and so that brought it down. Like, if the main character wouldn't have been annoying, it would have been 5 stars. But because the main character is annoying for, like, 75% of the book, yeah. But today I'm going to be doing a live stream with Morgan from Morgan's Bookshelf. One of my friends. We're doing a live where we're going to try to read as many of the Heartstopper graphic novels. I only own 2. And then once the live's over, if we don't finish all of the graphic novels in the live, we'll finish it after, and then we're going to be watching the show, which is honestly exactly what I need right now. But I'm gonna do that. I probably won't update until after, at least after sprints, maybe after me and Morgan have watched the show. I have no idea, but this will be my 6th watch through of the show, and it came out 2 weeks ago. I'm still surprised that I lasted. The last time I watched it was Sunday, that I made it this whole time without watching the show again. I deserve a medal, I feel like, but I will let you know how things go later. Okay, so it is 11:30 on Saturday, and so yesterday me and Morgan did the live. We read all of the volumes of Heartstopper, literally up to what is updated on Webtoons, and then we watched the show, and the live started at noon. We didn't technically say goodbye to each other until 1:20 in the morning. The way that literally for half that was literally us just talking about random stuff is amazing. We did also plan a whole read along in that time too, so we're good. We have that mostly planned out. We still need to make everything actually to do with it, but we have it planned. And yeah, so I kind of did my 6th watch through of Heartstopper because we binged watched it together, so that was fun. I know that today I'm going to be on Katie from Kit Kats Can Read channel doing the live for the Spanish Love Deception, and then I have to go pick up books because I bought the whole Percy Jackson series second hand for $10, so $2 a book. I'm not going to say no, especially because spoilers, the read-along that me and Morgan have planned is reading a decent chunk of Rick Riordan's books. I think basically everything besides his adult work. So I kind of want to get my hands on some of the books, and so the first 5 is what I'm going to be buying today. Oops. It's only $10. It could be a lot worse. But it is it's nearly midnight, and since the last thing that happened is I did the live for the Spanish Love Deception, and then after that I was chatting with Katie from Kit Kats Can Read for an hour after about Heartstopper. Are we really surprised? And then I went and I picked up a few books, the entire Percy Jackson series. The first 2 are the movie editions, and then the last 3 are just the paperback. And then while I was gone, we went and grabbed a Subway. We're driving home. I get a message on Twitter from Morgan being like, I want to either reread or rewatch Heartstopper. So I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Give me 10 minutes. I'll create a StreamYard link. We ended up, what did we even do? I don't even know. We ended up going through her old journals, watching the first 2 episodes of Avatar, and then filming 2 whole fucking collab videos. And we didn't watch any of Heartstopper. Morgan did start rereading it though, so yeah. One thing I will say though, and Morgan, if you're watching this, hi, I didn't know it was almost possible to find a best friend in less than 2 weeks, because we've known each other for 12 days, and I have spent more time with her and have chatted with her more than I have with any of my other friends. So yeah. And those collab videos should be going up end of May, maybe. We honestly don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here because it's probably super long, super rambly, and also, well, it literally is after midnight probably at the time I'm filming, this clip is ending. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. And yeah, bye.